Hello there, my name is John Guerra, and once again, I am here to do an unscripted AK August video for the Reynard City YouTube channel. So similar to last year, I have been given 3 questions from the series creator, all focused on the main character, Vibes, or AK Girl as she's called. These are just 3 simple questions, all unscripted, and I'm just basically going to give my own thoughts and opinions and answers for these questions the best way that I can. How would I describe AK Girl? The best way I could describe her is, and I'm pretty sure I said this last year when I answered this question, I consider her to be fun. Like, her name is Vibes, and I personally feel that it's more than just a name. Like, she's the kind of person who you can basically just, vibe out with. She is eccentric, she's energetic, she has a fun personality, and she just seems like the kind of person that'd be really, fun to pal around with, hang out with. If you're feeling bad one day, like, she's the kind of girl who would do whatever she can, to help you feel better. She's basically a friend, in a way. And I think that's the best way I can personally describe her. I would have to say, if I could add something, I think I would add a before Reynard City spinoff with Vibes as one of the main focuses. What I mean by this is a spin-off series that takes place before the main series, essentially detailing Vibes' life before the events of the comic. Like, she has this whole backstory and this whole origin for her powers and how she met Sally and G and all that. And it actually is ripe for potential. There's a whole life with not just Vibes, but her whole friend circle, her team, that we've never actually seen fully explored yet. Mostly because it was all just an origin story in the first issue. We only got 3 issues on planet Animal Kingdom. Then after that, it's right to the city, and before you know it, a few issues later, the planet's gone. We never really got to know much about their lives prior to that. We never got to go in depth with it. We did get some flashbacks in some issues, but in terms of Vibes' life, we haven't really seen much of it prior to it. I think a spin-off that focuses from her early childhood to the point where the series starts could be an interesting thing to have. My favorite image with AK Girl. This was honestly a bit tricky to figure out, mostly because there is a lot of art with her, and I do mean a lot of art. Out of everyone in the Reynard City crew, Vibes has gotten a lot of love in the art community. Different sides of the art community, admittedly, but the appreciation and love for her is still there. Now, in terms of what I like, well, I tend to be the kind of person who's into the more sillier, funny, or just out there ideas and art. But I am also a person who loves the character as the character. I like stuff that relates to her story, or the main story of the comic, whether it's the Chronicles revamp or the original run, which is why I feel that my favorite image involving Vibes has to be the final page of issue 11 of the original comic run. It's nothing special, it's nothing bombastic, it's a pretty simple image, but at the same time, I feel that it's also the most impactful one, from not just the issue itself, but for the entire story of the original run too. Like, this is the issue where Vibes' home planet gets destroyed. Or at least, it's the issue that takes place after that. She just saw her planet get blown up. There's no way that she or her friends are ever going to get home. And they're pretty much stuck there. You know, as much as their lives are great there, their whole thing of trying to protect their planet and going home is gone. Now they have to live here and protect their new home from this threat. But the loss of her old home, it really just gets the Vibes in this issue. And this last page in the issue, to me, it paints a whole picture in a way for something as simple as this. You have the looming threat of the main villain, Megafox, looming over them as a way to say that she lost. She can't get her home back no matter how hard they try. And yet, despite all of that, despite everything that Vibes felt throughout that whole issue, she still has a glimmer of hope. She has Mark supporting her, and in a way, it kind of symbolizes, you know, hope. Yeah, she lost, but she still has a home nonetheless. And it is a home that she has to protect, that she wants and needs to protect now. And the dialogue here, 2 simple lines, and yet you really understand what the whole meaning behind it is. The sun on that day is setting, but it'll rise again soon enough. The sun may set on a tragic day as this, but where one sun sets, another one will rise. Kind of in a way symbolizing the whole deal with Vibes as a hero. The sun will set and darkness will come, but where there's darkness, light will soon rise and push through. It'll push away the darkness and in the end, save the day. And as weird as this comic can get, it's oddly symbolic, and it really makes you think about it. I know for a fact that this comic isn't for everybody. Hell, I know that there are people out there who don't really think that this comic, either the original or the Chronicles remake, are even good. And that's fine. But if something like this is enough to get me thinking and ranting and analyzing it in the way that I am now, I think it's doing something right. And I think that's why I love this image. Not just because it has Vibes in it, but because it also really makes you think about all the ideas and story behind her character. And I feel as if that's just one of the many reasons why I love her as a character, and why a lot of people who like the series like her as a character. But that's just me. How do you guys feel about this character, if you've actually read either series? I would love to know. So with that said, that concludes my AK August video. I hope you enjoyed hearing my little ramblings and my answers to all these questions, and I hope to hear what some of you guys think in the comments or even in your own videos, or posts, or whatever you want to do to express your love for this character. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video, whenever that may be. Cheers!